All right, we're here at SHOT Show 2020 with Suresh from 221B Tactical. He's significantly taller than me and better looking, and he's going to tell you about one of their products he's excited about. I haven't had a chance to play with yet.
It's been one of the hottest products here at SHOT Show 2020. It's our Extremity patrol glove with our 500 lumen light here. Now this is the Guardian glove version. The Guardian glove is our level 5 cut resistant glove with our Extremity light mounted to the glove. You have a level 5 cut resistant glove, touchscreen capability, so obviously you could use your cell phone, iPad, or in-car computer. You have some grip material on the palm here, so if the glove does get wet, you still have pretty good grip. You have a pull tab here. Impact protection here, flexible injection molded rubber. A lot of those hard knuckles are now being outlawed by many police agencies because they're too intimidating to the bad guys. So we don't have any of that here, and we have a nice rugged material on the back here. But of course, the primary feature of this glove, aside from being cut resistant and impact protection, is this 500 lumen light, viewable from 1 nautical mile away. You have these grip buttons here that allow you to actuate the light by reaching over and turning the light on, and when you press and hold, you could go between strobe and steady, once again on off here. But the real utility of the glove comes with this pressure pad that's mounted right inside the glove here, completely hidden. You could still have full flexibility, and when you touch that pressure pad, it activates that light. So when you're in a situation where you need both hands, which as a police officer, you probably always want both hands available to you, and you don't want one hand occupied with a light like this. A lot of people see this glove and they're saying, well, it's just a weapon-mounted light, why don't you just use a weapon-mounted light? I didn't develop this to replace a weapon-mounted light. I developed this to take this out of your hand. Why? Because I had a scuffle on the side of the interstate where this was in my hand, and once the scuffle ensued, this went flying, and then you're without a light. Foot pursuit, chasing somebody, this was in my hand, you hit a fence or you hit an obstacle, you go over, and this thing hits the ground. I don't need to tell the stories about losing your flashlight or dropping your flashlight, because every cop I know has one. When you are in a one-on-one situation or even on a patrol situation, maybe a car stop, when you have this in your hand and you need to get to this hand now, your options are either putting the light here or putting it under your armpit, or actually taking your hand completely out of the game and trying to put this light away. It was cumbersome, but it's also a safety issue having this in your hand, because if you go hands-on with someone and this is in your hand, obviously now you drop it and you get to the point where you don't have a light. So I got tired of it. The first iteration of this, as some of you saw a few years ago, involved duct tape, a little bit of MacGyver-ish stuff, for those of you who know who MacGyver is. So now we have a streamlined version of this. You have the pressure pad here to activate the light, and so now, of course, it comes with a full set of gloves. You don't have to do the Michael Jackson thing. You have the full set of gloves. It mounts on either glove, your right or left hand, and it gives you the ability to obviously interchange it. You can wash the glove easily by removing the light. It's just a Picatinny rail system that allows you have that set screw right here. You could set the tension here and easily just loosen it and pop this right off that Picatinny rail, and you have this heavy-duty Velcro closure behind here as well. So whether you are manipulating handcuffs and now you need to control that arm and go in with handcuffs, it's great. You have your light. If you're going into a vehicle search and you're climbing into a car, looking under a seat, once again, you have that light. Or if you're dealing with a subject on the side of the road and you're going to look in their pockets, very easily, you don't want to ever go into a pocket, so you pull that pocket open like this and just touch and look in and see. If you feel anything, of course, you just work that pocket up. Same thing doing any kind of belt search or area search. You don't have to have the light constantly on. You could actually just touch. If you want it constantly on, you can keep it on. When you're talking to a subject, of course, if you were to flash this in their eyes, it would be extremely bright, so it is a blinding tool if need be. The applications are pretty endless for patrol. We have paramedics who are liking this glove as well, because once again, medics always need both their hands, so this is something that they could easily put on, and now they have both their hands free to do whatever they need to do to treat the patient that they're dealing with. We have a lot of different uses outside of the police world that a lot of people are using it for at home, around the house. One of the things that I've heard from a lot of people is if they have a revolver or they have a long gun at their home that doesn't have a light mounted on it, it's great because when you either have a pistol or a long gun, this light actually tracks along with the barrel of that gun. So like I said, not meant to replace a weapon mounted light, but research shows that over 75, almost 80% of police officers on patrol don't have a light mounted to their weapon. So in the event you are one of those people, or you have a weapon at home that doesn't have a light on it, now any weapon you grab has a light on it. So it's a great utility for this glove. But once you start stopping cars, stopping people on for roadside encounters, and doing your traditional patrol work, clearing a building, alarm calls, and you start not having this in your hand and you just start using this, and you could walk into those situations both hands free, level 5 cut resistant protection if you want it, both hands free. It changes your demeanor, it changes your capacity, it changes your mood about patrolling, not having this in your hand. So that's why I developed it. Great functionality, great features, and the response at SHOT Show has been incredible, but the response that we've gotten across the country from officers, canine officers love it for tracking because they're down a hand anyway, and they could just once again give that that lead a squeeze and activate that light. So it's a great utility for them. So whether you are on the job or off the job, a great tool to have to help not only with your functionality but also keep you safer while on the job.
All right, so let me ask you this. Does this light mount onto like a reflective or a traffic glove? Because it seems like that would be an application for that where you're not having to hold on to that metal light, like at night in the winter while you're directing traffic. Is there? I know you guys have a high-vis glove that I've dealt with earlier. Will that same light system mount on the high-vis glove? Yeah, we have a high-vis yellow glove that has a reflective strip on it, so it is highly visible from a long distance away, and you can also mount this light to that glove. And when that mounts over that high-vis strip, right?
Yeah,
on one of the gloves.
It mounts over that strip, so you have that. So and the palm of that glove has the high-vis strips as well. So if you need to put your hand up to signal to someone to stop, they can see it coming from quite a few 100 yards away. Also touchscreen capable on that glove too. Same pressure pad capability. And what's nice, if you're in a traffic situation, I would, while walking back to my patrol car at night, I would just simply toggle the strobe and let that strobe kind of walk alongside me while I'm walking back to my patrol car. So oncoming traffic would see a strobe, and it kind of gives you a halo on the ground on the highway as you're walking back to the car, and lets cars know. And especially if you're directing traffic and you have someone coming at you, just give them a quick flash with the strobe, and it lets them know that you're there and officers in the street. So a great safety tool for that as well.
And what is the light system costing right now, 2020?
So right now there's a couple of different models. If you want just a patrol glove, you're looking at around $120. If you want to bump up to the glove with the patrol glove with the cut resistant, you're looking in the $140 range. And if you want the canine glove, which has extra protection for the canine officers in case they even take a bite in their hand during training, and it has that extra material on the palm so the leads don't burn through, something common for patrol canine officers, then you're looking at around $150, $160 for that glove.
But that's the whole setup. You're talking the glove and the light system.
The glove and the light,
switch.
yeah, the glove and the light.
So it's not just the glove, it's the whole system you're showing here.
The whole system.
In different iterations.
Yep, whole system, different, 3 different sets of styles or purposes of the glove, which the way this light is constructed with mil-spec construction, water resistant. A lot of times, as you know, in reviewing gear, some weapon-mounted lights alone are $120 when you're talking about some of the higher-end lights. So to get this,
the low-end ones are $120.
The low-end ones, right? So to get this level light of this quality, Cree LED, 500 lumens, and get a beautiful pair of gloves with it for that pricing, it's a pretty good deal. And trying to keep the price low because, as you know, we don't make a lot of money.
And if guys are buying their own stuff, that money's got to stretch.
Yes, exactly.
Right. So we're going to put links and coupon codes and all that down below. Make sure you let us know what you think of this and what else you want to see from 221B. Take it easy, guys.
See ya.
Hey, thanks for watching Free Field Training on YouTube. While you're here, check out one of our other videos, or head on over to the Patreon and see how you can get your name put on your videos like these fine folks over here. All the links are in the description, of course. We'll see you guys next time.